Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. There are 3 cases of alleged assaults in 3 migrant hotels. These assaults were supposed to have taken place in hotels in Portsmouth, Manchester, and I believe in London. Well, as you can gather from that, we have another migrant cover-up. Why do we let these animals, yes, animals, I use the word animals, these animals come into the country to commit these kind of crimes? Women and girls are not safe on our streets anymore thanks to these animals. I know some people are going to be upset for me calling these migrants animals, but they are animals, and they're only here to commit crimes. They don't contribute anything to the country. So let's get back to the alleged assault, shall we? Of course, this was covered up. The local police forces in Portsmouth told MPs and councillors to be quiet. Don't say a word. Don't mention it, because if anybody did, they know what was going to happen. There'd be another repeat of the riots we had last summer after the Stockport incident. They was terrified of the truth from getting out, and of course you've got to blame the police. They're quick to cover things up as well, and you know, like I've said, women and girls are not safe on our streets anymore. They can't freely walk on their own at night, especially at night, with these animals, yes, I call them animals, roaming the streets. And of course, they haven't got anything to do, have they? They haven't got any work to do. They just hang around. When they leave their hotels, and they just hang around looking to cause trouble. And there's also been reports of migrants hanging around schools. But this is the kind of we've got in the country. And whose fault is this? Starmer. I mean, everybody knows it's Starmer. He doesn't care, does he, one bit about the migrants coming into the country. He doesn't care one bit. I think he wants them here. To me, he reminds me of he's like the people smugglers. That's what he is. He's a people smuggler, really, when you look at it. Just keep lending them these animals coming to the country without even stopping them. But yes, and of course, they thought they could cover this up, what happened in these 3 cities. And, well, it's come out that they told the MPs and councillors not to say a word, the police. And of course, the police are the biggest liars of all. They seem to have lost the plot, don't they, of trying to maintain law and order. They're just letting these migrants do what they like without stepping in. And of course, the reason why they won't do anything about it is because if they do, they'll be called racists, the police will. And this is why we've got these animals roaming our streets. They shouldn't be on our streets. They should be in some kind of migration detention centre or something, to keep them in there until their application for asylum is processed. Any migrant who commits a crime, whatever it is, should be told there and then that you will not be given asylum in the UK. You will be immediately deported. But of course, the do-gooders, well, the do-gooders, as you know, are these migrant charities. They think the migrants are wonderful, and they should be given asylum in the UK. I think they're wonderful, like I've said, and then of course these migrant campaigners, they're just do-gooders, aren't they? Think they're doing good, they're not. They're just making the situation worse. They're the ones who keep encouraging these migrants to keep coming to the UK, to us. They're the ones with this. I mean, it's about time that these migrant charities had their funding stopped. What we want is a government that will say to these migrant charities, you'll get no more funding. While you support them, your funding will be stopped. This is what we should have. We should have a government like that. But unfortunately, at the moment, we've got a bunch of clowns in government, especially Starmer, who's doesn't seem to be interested, does he, in trying to stop these migrants from coming into the country. He says he's going to smash the gangs. Well, has he smashed any gangs yet? No, he hasn't. He hasn't smashed any of the gangs yet. He's just, you know what a liar he is. But like I've said, this was a cover-up. They thought that by keeping it quiet and not telling the public that it would nobody'd find out. Well, a newspaper, the Daily Express, I believe, they found out, and they've printed the story. It's like so many other things that, I mean, like, look at Southport last year. They tried to cover that up. No wonder we had trouble like we did last summer, and of course the authorities tried to keep it this quiet, hoping that nobody would find out. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off, and remember, don't believe the lies.